Welcome to the Herd's official YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Colin Cowherd podcast, all of our NFL instant reactions, and more football content.
I was telling the guys this morning, if you go on academic probation in your first college semester, you don't necessarily need all A's in your second semester, but you better improve your focus. You got to get B's and B pluses. So this weekend, Caleb Williams does not have to beat the Cowboys. It's not a must-win game. It is, however, a must-perform game. We can't have another great first drive followed by garbage the rest of the game. And right now, the Bears are 6-24 on third and fourth down after the first drive. That's terrible. So Dallas's defense gave up 450 passing yards to 37-year-old Russell Wilson behind a shaky Giants O-line. Okay. I said this. I've been consistent. I said this all August. I said 9-8 is generous. Look at their schedule. Packers are great. Lions, Vikings could be better. 9-8 was generous. I said, I don't get caught up on that. 8-9 could end up being great because he improves. What are the things I wanted to see improvement in? What did I talk about in August? One thing, it wasn't about wins or passing yards or touchdowns. Reduction of sacks, reduction of hits. Just get rid of the ball more quickly. Yeah, the problem is that hasn't happened. Because if you look at Caleb this year, take away the opening drives where he's on script, quick release. The other 20 drives, this is horrible. 54% completion percentage and a 77 passer rating. Why? Because he's holding on the ball for 3.28 seconds. Longest by a long shot over most of the league. Most of the league, that thing's out 2.7. 3.3 is that's a half a beat. So you look at those 20 drives, that's not, I don't want to hear about it got better. I mean, I know Rome Odunze wasn't built in a day, but they were getting better. They were making progress. They were laying bricks every day. I got to see something because all Ben Johnson talked about in the offseason, what did he talk about? He wanted to give Caleb more structure, more timing, make it easier. And he wanted harder, more intense practices. 3 weeks in, he's complaining about both. So I'm going to have a definitive judgment and opinion Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, if the drives after the first drive, if he's not getting rid of the ball sooner. I said this about the Steelers. I don't care that you're beating Joe Flacco. There's 5 games for the Steelers this year I care about. You were 10-3 last year. Then down the stretch, 0-5 against the good quarterbacks. I don't care about the first drive. You can do that. I don't even necessarily care about the W. But I don't want to hear about this. Well, I mean, very good on the first drive. I've seen that. You passed that test. I mean, that's starting the car and pulling out your driving test when you're 17 years old. I want to see parallel parking. I want to see in rush hour. I got to see something here. Yeah, you can start the car, back it up, and go on your way. Congrats. I need more than that. I mean, almost every quarterback first drive is semi-successful. You pick up a couple of first downs. So this Dallas defense is not good. You're at home. Dallas is coming off an overtime game, which is always an advantage statistically to the team playing the team that played the overtime game. Chiefs against the Giants, edge Chiefs. Bears against the Cowboys, edge Bears. Fewer snaps last week. So here's Ben Johnson on his quarterback heading into week 3 against Dallas.
He's got total control of the field. The fact of the matter is, we're not going to go week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way through 17 just like that. We're going to have some hiccups along the way, and I'm aware of that. But his approach to the game right now is what it needs to be. He's coming in, he's doing the work. Eventually, these results will start speaking for themselves.
Okay, 6:30 Central Sunday night. I got to see something now. Okay. Because through 2 weeks, you're on academic probation. I got to see a little focus. I got to see a little more than tapping the keg with all the boys at Seniors Froggies. Okay, you got to give me some positives here. I need to see you studying a little bit because you take those first 2 drives out. The thing we talked about all off season was get rid of the ball. 3.28 seconds, worst in the league, with a timing rhythm coach, with upgrades to the O-line, with a very solid receiving core.
Well, I'm fired up to announce Hard Rock Bet as the Volume's new presenting sponsor. Everybody knows Hard Rock hotels and casinos are iconic for entertainment. Well, now the Hard Rock Bet app brings more energy and excitement than ever to the world of sports betting. What does it mean for you? Well, here at the Volume, you'll start to see us use Hard Rock Bet's lines when talking about the biggest games, college or pro. We'll give you all the crazy stats from Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub, which is right there in the app. Plus, we'll be taking the show on the road, doing live broadcasts, meet and greets right from the Hard Rock properties down in Florida. The Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app's the only legal sportsbook whenever you're in Florida. It's also live in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, and Colorado, with more states coming soon. So right now is the perfect time to sign up. All you have to do is place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll score $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. That's $150 more for you to bet this football season. If you're in New Jersey, you can also hit the Hard Rock Bet Casino app. It has all the same casino games you'd play at one of their properties. All your favorite games from Atlantic City, practically everything you want to bet across every sport, all in the same top-rated, nearly 5-star app. So head over, sign up today, join us as we get this party started with Hard Rock Bet, and roll with us all football season.
So the Bears-Cowboys game is interesting. Nobody wants to be called an elitist, but I am a quarterback elitist. First of all, we're all elitists at some level. I don't care if it's golf. Some guys don't like to golf on public courses. Some guys won't drive certain trucks. Everybody's got something. I don't confuse elitist with standards, but I am a quarterback elitist. I like certain traits: size, durability, big arms. I am a quarterback elitist. There are traits I like. And Dak, he's had a couple surgeries. He doesn't throw the most aesthetically pleasing ball. His size, normal. It's fine. It's normal. He's not exceptional in terms of size, athletic ability. But where Dak is great is that the Cowboys, beyond the avalanche of media coverage and scrutiny it takes to be a Cowboy quarterback, star in the helmet, Dez, Zeke, Jerry, Micah, now George Pickens, a lot of higher maintenance people around him. And all Dak does with 3 different coaches, none of which you loved any of them, Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer, and Dak comes out every year, and he's on pace to do it again, to get a passer rating at about 98, 99, complete 67% of his throws, give you about 30 touchdowns, 10 picks, and win double-digit games. That's what it looks like to me. And I was thinking about this morning, and Dak is the kid in the family that sort of gets ignored because he's never needy. He's never doing the wrong thing. And parents pay attention to the toxic kid, the always in trouble kid, the kid that's irresponsible. Dak is the kid you make executor of the will. Dak is the responsible kid. And everybody listening to my show on radio that is that kid in their family, you're the responsible one. There's always a reality when you're the responsible kid. And it's almost never acknowledged by the other kids or even your parents. Everybody else, you accept all the burdens of people around you. And Dak accepts all of them. And once again, I watch him through 2 weeks, and I'm like, he'll never get credit for it. He doesn't have the arm, couple surgeries. He's not the most athletic guy. Dak has become one of the mentally strongest players in this league. You can throw injuries at him, the pandemic at him. I remember during the BLM stuff in America, there was a lot of controversy. You can throw Dez at him, Zeke at him, Micah at him, ugly losses, the Eagle semi-dynasty. He pops up every year with a different coach and gives you the same numbers. Passer rating 98, 99, complete 67%, going to win 10-plus games, 30 TDs, 10 picks. So I am a quarterback trait elitist, and I admit that. And because of that, I've never been wowed by Dak Prescott. But I'll tell you this, as he's aged, not only do I totally respect him, I'm starting to appreciate him. I mean, I came into this season, I'm like, that is not the head coach I would have hired. And Dak looks great. Again. And he's had to endure and deal with all this toxicity around him. And he's the kid that just gets good grades, you know what, mows the lawn, does the stuff the parents want, and gets ignored mostly because he's not toxic and he's not high maintenance. I just think he looks unbelievable through the first 2 weeks. I couldn't believe what I'm watching. Troy Aikman this week on Dallas radio on Dak.
I love Dak. There's nothing I'd rather see than see him go on and win a Super Bowl and win multiple Super Bowls and, you know, win more than me and Roger and all of us combined, if possible, because he's that type of guy and he represents himself and the organization and really our city so well.
He really does.